folks, we're ready to get started. So I'd like to try to keep it down as low as possible. It's one of the reasons why we're serving you lunch, why we're doing the press conference, so you're chewing while we're talking. I want to welcome you all here to the July 9th press conference. We have the final press conference leading into this Saturday's main event, HBO boxing, with Paul Williams against Irislandi Lara. In the co-feature, we've got the champion, WBA Super Bantamweight World Champion, defending his title, Afe Fuma Shimoda, the world champion from Japan, challenging the #1 WBA contender in the world, Rico Ramos. In addition, we've got Chris Arreola, who is doing things that haven't been done for many, many years, and especially in the heavyweight division, especially at this level of boxing, having his 4th fight in a 7-week period. Chris Arreola against Friday Aku Nanya, who we all know is a very grizzled, tough veteran heavyweight.
Hey man, hey.
Hey buddy.
In addition, and he's not here right now, I know he's on his way to New York, we're going to have a WBC junior, super featherweight, or actually it's a featherweight championship with Johnny Gonzalez, who just acquired his 2nd world championship, at least the 2nd world championship in a different division. He was 2-time junior featherweight world champion, first-time super featherweight world featherweight world champion, and he's fighting Tomas Villa from Texas. I want to thank our sponsors, Corona, been a great sponsor for all of boxing, and it's very much appreciated, and it's why I try to have as many Coronas as I can during the week. My wife doesn't agree with that thinking, though. In addition, Azad Watches, you've seen them off and on throughout the years, sponsoring certain boxing events. They're very much a Paul Williams fan, and they came back and put their name to the sponsor sheet. In addition, I want to thank the New Jersey State Athletic Commission, Aaron Davis, great commissioner. He's done a tremendous job out in New Jersey, and we're looking forward to having him regulate this great event Saturday night. Now, what I'd like to do is introduce a young man, and I keep on saying he's a young man throughout all the years I've known him, because no matter how many years we're together, he will always be a young man to me. He's the Senior VP over at HBO Sports, Kerry Davis. Kerry. Come on, you guys, a bigger applause for Kerry.
I should get that for surviving that rainstorm in Germany. Antonio Margarito, Carlos Quintana twice, Winky Wright, Sergio Martinez twice, Kermit Cintron, and a failed fight against Kelly Pavlik, which didn't happen because of him, but it's one he signed up for. When you think about that list of names, no one has faced a better caliber of competition live on HBO in the last few years than Paul Williams. Suffice to say, Paul Williams is indeed a warrior. And I haven't spoken to him since the loss to Sergio Martinez in his last fight. I've only spoken briefly. But I guarantee you that the warrior to my left, if given his druthers, would rather be sitting here for a 3rd fight against Sergio Martinez, because that's the kind of man and that's the kind of warrior and that's the kind of fighter that he is. And that's why we like having Paul Williams fight on HBO, for that single trait alone. Now, he also has terrific boxing skills. And those skills are such that even on a fight where many people would be looking to do an easy comeback fight, he's coming back against a guy who's a former amateur champion, undefeated professional, supremely skilled, 320 amateur fights, former Cuban national champion, captain of the team, favored to win the gold medal in 2008 before his defection to America. In effect, this is no comeback fight. And this says everything you need to know about Paul Williams. We're looking forward to a terrific matchup on Saturday night, between Williams and Lara. And again, it's not a comeback fight. It's a fight we're very proud of. On the undercard will feature two guys making their first appearance on HBO. The champion Shimoda is a world-class fighter, and Rico Ramos will have an opportunity against a world-class fighter to really make a name for himself in America. So sometimes fights like this are not just about winning, but it's also about how you win, and it's about making an impression with the fans. And both Shimoda and Ramos will have that opportunity in a division that has a number of good fights down the line. And then finally, the guy to my right, I guess I've never hidden my personal affection for this man, and I'm really glad for him that he's doing the types of things that he's been doing in order to make himself a big factor in the heavyweight division again. I applaud him for his efforts in losing the weight, both from a competitive standpoint and a health standpoint. And we're looking forward to having him back on HBO for Saturday night. We will just be showing highlights of his fight since it was added at the relative last minute. But we look forward to having Chris on HBO in the future, right? And he is certainly someone that the heavyweight division could certainly use. So our start time Saturday night will be 10:15 Eastern and 10:15 Pacific. Again, tune in for a great show, and congratulations to all of the fighters for stepping up for the challenges that they have. And again, I want to thank Dan Goosen and his staff for putting this card together, along with Al Heyman and his staff for, again, putting together such competitive fights.